follicles on the head, causes you to lose hair, and then dry skin dermatitis. Dry skin almost always means some kind of deficiency in fatty acids, and it could be some kind of absorption problem, absorbing fats from the intestine. It could be a pancreatic issue as well. Enzymes from the pancreas help us absorb fats, or it could be the gallbladder or the liver. Either way, you want to think digestive health or around fats, fat absorption, or also fat intake. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease that implies a digestive problem. And toenail fungus also implies some kind of digestive health issue, typically around good bacteria in the gut. So what we're looking at here, Jay, in my opinion, is some kind of issue around digestive absorption of fats and or fat intake, or some other kind of digestive health issue. Probably the best thing you can do is get yourself on the BioLumin Nightly Essence. Use the Ultimate Enzymes and apple cider vinegar. You might want to try the Z-Radical, which also has wonderful effects for coating and soothing the digestive system. And, of course, step number one in any health challenge, no matter what that health challenge is, step number one, always look for digestive health issues. Diarrhea, constipation, loose stools, bloating, gas, heartburn, etc., etc., anything that has to do with digestive health, and then link those digestive problems to foods and then eliminate those foods. And never try to use your memory. Always write things down and give it about a week or two, writing down every single thing you eat and how you feel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours later, every couple hours or so, and then keep track of running total, and eventually you'll start to see a pattern, specific foods causing specific problems. So toenail fungus. And by the way, toenail fungus is kind of interesting. There's a lot of advertisements you'll see where people will tell you, dermatologists will tell you, or skincare people will tell you, well, we just laser the nail. We just shoot a laser at the nail, we kill the fungus. What they don't understand is that when you have nail fungus, fingernail or toenail fungus, what you're looking at is the body's attempt to eliminate yeast, to eliminate fungus out of the body. The body will use the skin, and it will use the nails, and it will even use the hair as a route of elimination when its ability to handle toxicity and toxins is overwhelmed or compromised. The skin and nails and even the hair represent opportunities for the body to dump things out of the body. And when you see fungus in the nail, what you're seeing is the body attempting to remove that fungus. You can't kill the fungus once it's in the nail, because that's the excrement. That's the stuff the body is eliminating. That's not the problem, as unattractive as it may be. That's not the issue. The issue is the fungus inside the body. So it doesn't really make much sense to try to kill the fungus that's being excreted out of the body. What you want to do is you want to focus on, you want to understand or look at why are you having an issue with fungus. And typically it involves some kind of digestive health problem. So all of those things, linked it to the digestive system. You might also want to get on some essential fatty acids and make sure you take your Ultimate EFAs. You can do the Healthy Start Pack, of course, and make sure you take your Ultimate EFAs with meals and with the Ultimate Enzymes, and also probably with a little apple cider vinegar. And then it's probably a good idea to add in the BioLumin Nightly Essence, and you may also want to try the Z-Radical. Okay. Let me see. I was going to finish up. You know what? We'll finish this up. I'm going to talk to you on Monday about an interesting type of scar response. African-American males typically get it, but anybody can get it. This is a type of scar response called keloids, Keloids. And there's an interesting relationship between ineffective wound healing, digestive health issues, nutritional deficiencies, arginine, and the formation of keloids, which are like a big, lumpy, hard piece of tissue that can get pretty darn large. And they appear on the face or they appear on the neck. And as I say, typically African-American males get it, although anybody can get it. They're called keloids. And we'll talk about that and how it relates to arginine. And we'll continue talking about wound healing. And then you know what else? On Monday, or perhaps on Tuesday, we'll talk about an interesting metabolite or breakdown product of arginine that can help increase brain cognitive abilities, increase memory retention, lower your blood pressure, strengthen your immune system, increase your libido and sex drive, help your liver, etc. Wonderful, amazing molecule. It's derived from arginine. It depends on having enough arginine. It was actually referred to as molecule of the year about 10 or 15 years ago. And some of you know what I'm talking about. We'll talk about this actually almost 20 years ago. This was Molecule of the Year 1992, 22 years ago. And some of you know what I'm talking about. We'll discuss this when we continue our talk on arginine on our next Bright Side episode. Our number today, 855-660-4261. Welcome to the Bright Side, Diane in Cincinnati. What's going on?
Hi, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing good. What's up?
Last week I had a serious problem. I ended up in the emergency, admitted in the hospital for 3 days.
Okay. Tell us about it.
I was actually passed out. I went to the emergency room and I passed out in there.
You passed out in the emergency room. Tell what happened. Don't leave me on pins and needles here.
I have an ulcer in my small intestine.
Okay.
By the H. pylori.
Okay, that's not uncommon, ma'am. That's called a duodenal ulcer, correct? They say duodenal ulcer? They tell you that?
No.
No, okay. Well, it's a small intestinal ulcer. And it is H. pylori, the bacteria. It's actually H. pylori is considered to be the cause of these ulcers. Interesting. When I graduated pharmacy school in the 1980s, everybody who had ulcers was put on an antacid, Tagamet or Zantac, and they just assumed that it was acid that caused ulcerations. And then sometime in the early 1990s, a couple of doctors came out with this theory, and everybody thought they were crazy. And long story short, they were right. Their theory was that it was H. pylori that was responsible for this kind of the formation of these kinds of ulcers. And these days they'll give you an antibiotic, which is all wonderful because it'll kill things, but the H. pylori just comes back. So you can't really kill H. pylori effectively as long as you have a metabolic or biochemical problem. You got to figure out why is that H. pylori proliferating, and there's a couple of things you want to do. Number one, you want to make sure you're producing enough stomach acid. How old are you, by the way, Diane?
I'm 47.
Okay. Chances are very, very good that you've got some kind of deficiency in stomach acid production. You must have had some digestive problems before. You must have.
I did.
Yes, you must. I'm not Psychic Ben, as I say all the time. These are just how the body works, how the body breaks down. So typically, H. pylori infection is secondary or follows problems making stomach acid. Get yourself on acid supplements. And usually I tell people to use something like the Ultimate Enzymes, or you could also get something called betaine HCl, which is in the Ultimate Enzymes. There's something called Pepsin HCl that you can get. But I would say for you, you might want to consider having a pharmacist make hydrochloric acid drops for you and use them after every meal. The more effective your stomach acid production is, the less likely it is that you're going to have an H. pylori infection. H. pylori also has a acid suppressant effect on its own. So H. pylori grows when there's no stomach acid, but H. pylori will also suppress stomach acid. So chances are you're to have deficiencies in stomach acid. And the problem with that is not just the H. pylori and the ulcers, but without a stomach acid, you don't absorb minerals. It's harder to absorb fatty vitamins. It's harder to absorb the B complex, all of which are very, very important for helping repair the ulceration. So get on a liquid nutritional supplement in addition to the hydrochloric acid drops. Of course, the best one I know of is the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You should be on the Healthy Start Pack, and most certainly get yourself on that Biolumin Nightly Essence that can help balance out some of that H. pylori. Got to move on. Thank you so much for your call, Diane. Send me an email, ben@ksco.com, if you want some more personal attention. Make sure you put your phone number on there, Diane, okay? Thanks so much for your call. We've got Jordan Rubin coming back at the bottom of the hour. Don't go away.
Whoa! This is big! Not just big, it's the Freeze Dry Guy's Giant Factory Authorized Sale. This month, save 30 to 45% off on number 10 cans of high-quality Mountain House freeze-dried foods from the Freeze Dry Guy. Factory fresh stock just arrived, so now is the time to stock up with the finest, best-tasting, longest-proven shelf-life foods in the industry at giant savings of 30 to 45% off. But hurry, supplies are limited to only the stock we have on hand. Call 866-404-3663. Free shipping to the lower 48 states. Click freezedryguy.com or call 866-404-3663. That's freezedryguy.com. Hurry, the Giant Factory Authorized Mountain House Sale is going on now, only from the Freeze Dry Guy, the finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available anywhere for long-term storage. Got a simple question for you. Can you sell? Yes? Okay. Can you sell the intangible? If yes, and you'd like to work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, with no overtime, no weekends, if you're passionate about not closing sales, but about opening relationships, if you truly have a desire to serve global clients who need your advertising expertise, and you're local to the Twin Cities and Burnsville, are hardworking, self-driven, with experience in sales, marketing, or advertising, are personable and a whiz on the phone, GCN wants to talk with you right now. GCN GCN, the Genesis Communications Network, is one of the largest independent talk radio networks in the world, and we're hiring right now. We offer benefits and an excellent commission structure. Experience preferred, but we'll train the right person. Is that you? Submit your resume today to advertise@gcnlive.com. Again, that's advertise@gcnlive.com. Come work with the Genesis Communications Network, an equal opportunity employer.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right. General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Moms of America, stand up and stop taking abuse from your kids.
I pledge never to let my kid disrespect me ever again.
I pledge to stop letting my daughter walk all over me.
I pledge to stop living in fear of my son's anger.
I pledge never to feel like a bad parent ever again. Because I'm not.
I pledge to stop letting my child's behavior control my home.
I pledge to be a mom with kids who listen. A total transformation mom.
I'm Janet Lehman, co-creator of the Total Transformation Program. We created the Total Transformation to help parents with difficult child behavior. Now I'm giving it away free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. We'll let you keep it for free.
Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795. Call now. Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
All right, we are back on the bright side. Thank you for joining us, friends. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time. I'll be doing a phone conversation with my friend Dixie Sedgwick and all my longevity friends, hopefully. Dial-in numbers 559-726-1300. We'll be talking for about 20 minutes or so on. I'm not sure what we're talking about this Sunday. We did diabetes last week and hypertension. The week before we did thyroid disorders. In any case, 559-726-1300 is the phone number. The access code 455-987-POUND. Next program, we'll continue talking about keloids and scarring and arginine and that interesting molecule that was Molecule of the Year back in the early 1990s that's involved in male sexual performance and vasodilation, opening up of blood vessels, lowering blood pressure, cardiovascular health, et cetera, et cetera. We'll do that on our next Bright Side episode, so make sure you tune into that. Right now, I am very excited to welcome our next guest. He was on last month, and we got a lot of phone calls and a lot of letters. Jordan Rubin is the author of The Maker's Diet, as well as Restoring Your Digestive Health and a whole bunch of other little e-books. The Great Physicians RX, Patient Heal Thyself. He did heal himself of Crohn's disease. Most of you guys know his story. And he is also the formulator of a whole bunch of wonderful, wonderful dairy products. on the part of the Beyond Organic line of Youngevity. From Youngevity, you can find out all about it on my website, brightsideben.com. I've been personally using the Swear V and the Amasai and the cheddar cheese as well. I'm excited to try the Havarti cheese next. Please welcome to the bright side my friend and colleague, the brilliant formulator